they're not the same, right? They're not the same. So even though it looked very similar, but because the negative a and the positive a in the bottom, they are two different things, right? In the top, it means -1. It means -1 times a plus 4. Right? In the bottom, it's just a plus 4. So even though.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning, when you had to combine like terms, the -2a and the +3a, shouldn't it have been like
Oh.
4 plus a?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, should be plus. So now you can cancel. So I can rewrite it at a plus 4. Oh, that's better. Equal 1. But I'm glad I explained that thing too, because sometimes coming to that situation, I don't want you to simplify. But thank you very much. Yeah, if I say something wrong, if I do something wrong, let me know, okay? Why don't you guys do the second one and let me know what you have? Put it in the chat for me. Did you guys hear the bird chirping? Did you hear it? Okay. All right, Devin got 1. Oh, by the way, last time Corey pointed out to me that I forgot to put in the date for your bonus check mark. I do now. So whatever you remember from the few previous lecture, how many you got, just estimate and then put it in there, okay? I have all the dates on now. If I forgot, you can just do the date yourself. You can edit yourself. So just if I don't have the date on, I don't put the date in there, you can type it in for me. Anyone else? Devin got 1. You might want to check your side again, Devin. All right, so we have 2. So we just all we have to do is just add across, or in this case, subtract across, right? So it'll be 2x plus 4 minus x plus 3. Remember, the minus is for everybody. Let me see. Higher is 1 over x plus 12. All right. So the minus is for the whole thing on the top. This is the second numerator, right? So make sure you put parentheses around it, over the LCD, which is x squared plus 13x, or the common denominator, plus 12. Simplify the top. 2x plus 4 minus x minus 3, right? Let's finish the top, and we'll talk about the bottom next. Combine like term, 2x minus x is positive x, positive 4 minus 3 is positive 1. Now let's do the bottom now. Do you think you can factor the bottom? X squared plus 13x plus 12. x squared plus 13x plus 12. Two number that give you, multiply, give you 12 and add to 13. Hi, I think you have it. What is it?
and 1.
Yeah, positive 12, positive 1, right? So the bottom, instead of writing that thing, the trinomial, I have two binomial, which is x plus 12 times x plus 1. Okay, x plus 12 times x plus 1. And then you can simplify the top, right? X plus 1, the same. So you can simplify that. So 1 over x plus 12. This is why I say factor very important. You see it everywhere. You see it everywhere. Okay, because that's easy. All you have to do, take care is just watch out for at the end, are you be able to simplify, right? For the second part is when you add or subtract the irrational expression with different denominator. For this one, the first step is you completely factor. If you see you can factor the numerator or denominator, go ahead and factor it first, right? And then determine the least common denominator, LCD, and then fill in the LCD for each fraction. I'll talk about this. And then later add and subtract. Once you have the same common denominator, you can add and subtract like part 1. Okay, so let me demonstrate you with example 1. For this one, I don't have to factor because each of them is already prime, right? 1, and x minus 2, they all prime. So all I have to do is the second step, determine my LCD. Okay. Let me ask you a question. If I have 1 over, don't write this down. If I have 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3, what is the LCD? What is the least common denominator?
Is it 6?
Yeah, 6, right? I know it's called least, but some smallest number that can divide evenly into those two numbers. So it cannot be 4, right? Because 4 divided by 2, but 4 cannot be divided by 3. But 6 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 3, right? Now, can someone else can pick 12? Like Mimi, 12 can divide by 2, and 12 is divided by 3 too, or even 24, right? You have infinitely many many answers. However, you want the least, you want the smallest number that can divide into those numbers. Right? That's what they call least. So 6, right? So same thing, go back to our problem. I have 1 over x plus x over x minus 12. Am I recording? Right? Am I recording? Can you tell me? Or
I think so. It
Yeah,
says
I
it.
Yes, it says record.
oh, okay, thank you. Because earlier I paused it and I don't remember that I unpaused it yet. So for this one, let me go back to the blue example. The reason you find 12 because 2 and 3s are prime, and all you have to do is you take 2 times 3, which is 6, right? So that'll be your LCD. So same thing with the one that we have. X, you see the bottom x and x minus 2, they both prime. So all you have to do is the LCD will be those two numbers multiplied together, right? So this one, I know my LCD is x times x minus 2. And then remember, the third step is fill in the LCD for each fraction. What does that mean? That means like this. I have 1 over x plus, I'm just rewriting this, x over x minus 2. Well, the first fraction missing what? It's missing x minus 2, right? It has x, but it's missing x minus 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna multiply x minus 2 divided by x minus 2. So basically I multiply by 1, right? I didn't change my expression. The second one missing x, so I'm gonna fill it in with x over x. Again, x divided by x is 1, so I did not change, right? Now they have a common denominator, right? They have a common denominator. all you have to do is what? You add across, right? So the top for the first one, I have x minus 2, because x minus 2 times 1 is x minus 2. The second one is x times x is x squared divided by x times x minus 2. I recommend you do not distribute the x in there. Some people would like distribute, like x times x will be x squared, and then x times negative 2 will be negative 2x. But don't distribute, leave it like that. Maybe you'll be able to simplify. Maybe not, but I'm not sure, right? Let's see if we can simplify. I don't know yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do a few more steps. For the numerator, I'm gonna rearrange. I wanna write it in descending order. So it'll be x squared plus x minus 2 over x times x minus 2. And all I have to do is just switch something around. Do you think you can factor the top? Let's see, 2 numbers multiply, give me negative 2, add 2, positive 1. Do you think you can factor? So, well, there's x and the x, right? Somebody tell me either it's such 2 numbers. I think there is. So I want the product to be negative 2 and the sum to be 1. What are the 2 numbers? Don't be shy. If you're wrong, somebody else fix you. Don't be shy.
Negative 1 and 2.
Yeah, negative 1 and 2, right? Negative 1 and 2. So minus 1. So negative 1 and 2. So x minus 1 and x plus 2. Well, it's a shame we cannot simplify. We try, but it's not. X plus 2, x minus 2 are not the same. So nothing we can do. Right, leave it like that and box your answer. I was hoping I have x minus 2 that I can cancel, but I don't, so. All right, number 2. Oh, does anyone have a question on number 1 before I move on? Okay, all right, number 2. Same thing, right? You see the denominator is already prime, so nothing I can factor. Same thing with the top, right? 7, 4x, x plus 3, x plus 6, they all prime. So can someone tell me what the LCD for this one?
Is it x plus 3?
X plus 3, what else? Remember, how do we find the LCD for the top? We multiply the 2 denominator together, right? So the bottom, one more, x plus 3.
So it would be x plus 6 with it.
Yeah, x plus 3 times x plus 6. Thank you. Was it Curtis?
Oh, it was Corey.
Thank you, Corey. Okay, and the second step, what do? You fill it in, right? Whatever missing, you fill it in. Plus, so I'm just rewriting this, which is leave a little space. So the first one I'm missing x plus 6. So that means I multiply x plus 6 over x plus 6. I should put the parenthesis around there. And the second one missing x plus 3, so multiply x plus 3 on the bottom, on the top, and then x plus 3 on the bottom. That same denominator, x plus 6, x plus 3. Now I can just at the top, right? Or distribute the top, x plus 3 times x plus 6 in the bottom. On the top, what do I have? I'm just gonna distribute right now. So 7 times, distribute the 7 into x into 6. I have 7x plus 42, and then distribute 4x into x and 4x into 3. I have 4x squared plus 4x squared plus 12x. Combine like term. Make sure you write it in descending order. Okay, so x plus 3, x plus 6 on the bottom. On the top, writing descending order, 4x squared, 7x plus 12x is 19x, and then plus 42. Wow, this one is a little bit harder to find to factor the top. I'm gonna try to factor the top. I'm not sure I can factor, but I'm gonna try. If I cannot, then I cannot, right? So the top, I want to find the product. Where do I write? Here, I'll write it right here. So bullet point, 4x squared plus 19x plus 42. I want you to find the product is 4 times 42, which is what? 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 4 is 16. And then the sum is 19. All right, two numbers when you multiply is 168 and add to 19. That's my calculator. You need calculator, it's difficult to think. Unless you're good with multiplying things in your head. All right, 168 divided by 4, maybe? Nope. 168 divided by 12. Nope. 168 divided by 6. I'm just try things out. I have 6 and 28. 28.
I have a
No.
question.
Yeah.
So the denominators after you combine or after you multiply like the least common denominators, how did where did you get it was x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 6 on the bottom?
Oh, x plus 3, not x plus 5.
Oh, okay. I thought that was 5. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all right. My bad.
Oh, no, that's okay. Thank you for asking. Yeah,
I get it
I
now.
appreciate it. Yeah, it's frustrating in math. It's frustrating if you don't get the previous step and I jump to the next step. But yeah, go ahead and ask if you have a question. Did anyone find the two numbers? 12 and 14. That's 20. No, 168. Maybe it's prime divided by 168 divided by 8 and 21. No, 168 divided by 15. Oh, let's try. I think it's prime. Yeah, nothing we can do. It's prime. There's no such number. I found some pair. I found 821, which is not going to be 19. And they both have to be positive, right? Because positive 19 and then positive 42. No, it's prime. So that's it. That's your answer. If you keep like dividing like big numbers, say you take 168 divided by 12, and you got 12 and 14. And there's no 12 and 14. If you don't write this down. 12 and then times 14, that's 168. But any combination of 12 and 14 does not give you 19, right? 19 is prime. So you can like branch it out like 3 times 4, that's 12, and then 2 times 7. You can combine any of these numbers together. Nothing gonna give you 19. It takes a little bit practice. All right, you try. Why don't you guys try number 3? Should I say try it? This one a little bit challenging, but I would recommend you factor x squared minus 4 first. Remember the first step is completely factored. Say try and say try. Someone tell me what the LCD for this one.
Is it x parentheses x minus 4, and then the next 2 or x plus 2 and the x minus 2?
X parentheses x minus more than I need. So let me factor 2 over x minus 2 plus 3 over x plus 2. So the first 2 fractions, nothing I can do, right? They all prime. Minus x minus 1 over the third fraction, I can factor as what? X squared minus 4 is the same thing as
X plus 2, X minus 2.
yeah, x plus 2, x minus 2. And remember, it's least common denominator. You don't want to repeat you want the least one, the smallest one that can divide all of them. Well, what missing? The first one missing what? The first one missing x plus 2. The second one missing x minus 2. But the third one has everything. So the LCD here will be x plus 2, x minus 2. Right. After you factor whatever missing, that's your LCD, right? So the first one I have to multiply by what? And the first one we move it out a little bit.
X plus 2.
Yeah, x plus 2. That's why we always factor first, so we can see it better. And then the second one is missing x minus 2. And the third one is everything there, so you don't have to do anything. If you want to be careful, you can multiply a 1 over 1, which is it's kind of redundant, right? All right, now everybody have the same denominator, which is x minus 2, x plus 2 times x minus 2. All you have to do is you combine the top, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and distribute the 2 here. So I have 2x plus 4. Distribute the 3. For the second one, I have 3x plus 3x minus 6. And then the last one, what do you think? Remember the first problem that we had. The minus is for everybody, right? You're gonna distribute that negativity. So it could be minus x minus minus 1, so be plus 1. Basically, whenever you see a minus in front of a the term, in front of an fraction, you change the sign. Okay. Now combine like term. I have 2x, 3x, and then negative x. If you combine that, what do you have? 5x minus x is 4x. It's 4x. And then this one, 4, negative 6, 1, negative 2, plus 1, negative 1. Over x plus 2 times x minus 2. Well, they all prime, nothing you can do, so you're done. Again, your homework is very important. Your last exam, a lot of problem, I pick it out from the homework. Right? I'm not gonna make up things myself. It's just easier to pick it out from the homework. And it's fair too, because I asked you to do it. If you do it, you should be able to do it again on the exam. Right? So homework, very important. Does anyone have a question? Right. One more. One more. Wow, well, I have y squared minus 4 and then have 4 minus y squared. Now, let me add, don't write this down. If I have 3 plus 5, do you agree that it's the same as 5 plus 3? Yes, right?
Yeah.
Addition is commutative. However, if I have 3 minus 5, are they the same as 5 minus 3?
No.
Oh, right, because on the left I have negative 2, on the right I have positive 2, so they're different. So you have y squared minus 4 is not the same as 4 minus y squared, because the minus, when you have a minus between the numbers, they are not commutative. You cannot switch them around. So let me manipulate a little bit. I have y squared minus 4. That's okay. It's in descending order, so I'm okay with it. Let me use the blue. And then I want to change the 4 minus y squared into y squared minus 4. So this one I can rewrite it as minus y squared plus 4. Right, just switching thing around. Can I factor out the negative 1? If I factor out negative 1, what's left? Remember when I asked you when you factor things? In factor, the first thing first is you factor out the GCF, including the negative 1. Remember the note? So I factor out negative 1. What's left?
Y squared plus 4.
Y squared.
Oh, minus 4.
Minus 4. Thank you, Taylor. Yeah, y squared minus 4. Right now, they are the same now. Now they almost the same. Well, they are actually the same inside here, right? So what is your LCD? Y squared minus 5y, just rewrite this, over y squared minus 4 minus 6y minus, something wrong. It's not 6y minus y. Let me take a look at my note. It's not 6y minus. It's not 6y minus y. It's supposed to be 6 minus, I think it's 6 minus y. Yeah. 6 minus y. Okay. That's 6 minus y. Over, instead of 4 minus y squared, I'm going to write it at negative 1 times y squared minus 4, right? All right, I factor it. The negative 1, the 2 negative here, can I make it positive? Is that okay? because negative become positive, right? So I can change it into, rewrite y squared minus 5y over y squared minus 4 plus 6 minus y over 1 times y squared minus 4. But again, 1 times anything is just itself, right? So I don't even have to write that 1. I'm just going to remove that 1. Now you have a common denominator, right? So it's going to be equal to y squared minus 5y, minus 5y, I'll do slowly, plus 6 minus y over y squared minus 4. Combine like term, I have y squared minus 6y plus 6 over y squared minus 4. Something wrong about this problem because I make a mistake in the beginning. I don't know if it's 6 minus y or y minus 6. I have no idea, but I think it's y minus 6 or y minus 6.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why doesn't y squared minus 4 turn into like y minus 2, y plus 2?
You can do
Like,
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's what I was thinking. If I do that, but the top is I want to, in the end, I want to be able to simplify something. That's why I say I messed up at the first step.
Okay.
I messed up this one right here. I don't know. I don't know the original problem. Let me think. I want to change it a little bit so I can simplify. If I change it into y minus 6, y minus 6, y minus 6, minus 4y. No. I messed it up. Darn. If I change it into 6y, then I have y, and then 1. Y and maybe I'll change it into 7. Yeah, I'll change it in. No, darn it. I need a 5 there. I need a 5 there. Maybe just 6. Maybe just 6. Okay, maybe just 6. There's no, let me change this again. It doesn't affect much. It just affects the top. It doesn't affect any LCD or anything else. So maybe just 6. Yeah, I think better. Maybe just 6. So the top is just 6. So remove that, remove that, remove that. Okay, all right, I think it's better. All right, at the bottom, Taylor say we're gonna change into y minus 2, y plus 2, or y plus 2, y minus 2. And then the top, do you think we can factor? I think so. I think so. Someone factor the top for me. It's easy. You should be able to tell me. So there's y and y. What two number multiply give you positive 6 and add up to negative 5?
-2 and -3.
Right, thank you, Mike. Positive 6. -2 and -3, right? And now I can cancel. That's why I changed the top. The top does not affect anything. It's just I just want to simplify something at the end. So -2, y minus 2 and y minus 2 is gone. So now my final answer is y minus 3 over y plus 2. Now, if you are a true math student, you will do this. When you cancel y minus 2 over y minus 2, as long as y cannot be equal to what? To 2, because you cannot divide it by 0, right? But I'm not gonna make you do that on the exam. But usually when you go higher level math, a lot of professors, they kind of anal about this. Like when you simplify something top and bottom, make sure you say that the domain is cannot be something that make the bottom equal to 0. But this is a lower level. I'm not gonna be really pay much attention to it. But if you can do it, good for you. It's a good habit. So on your homework, you have some problem like this. If you have like, for example, if you have y squared minus 9, and then you have 9 minus y squared, make sure you change it into like I do here, okay? Make your life easier. All right, one more, last one, last one, I promise this is the last one. So this one is need a lot of factoring, right? It needs a lot of factoring. So I'm gonna factor out, I'm gonna factor out the bottom, see y squared plus 2y minus 8. Can someone factor this for me?
I think it's 4 and -2.
4 and -2. Positive 4 and -2. Good. Yeah. And then the second one, I have 2 minus y. When you have like a number and then the letter next, and then between them is a minus, you want to change it around. You don't like this, right? We don't want to leave it like that. So I'm going to change it to minus y plus 2, and then I'm going to factor out the -1, right? So it's y minus 2 in the parentheses. So that I have same thing here, right? So let me rewrite this. So I have -2y minus 2 over y plus 4 times y minus 2 minus y minus 1 over -1 times y minus 2. Now the -1 and the negative here, you become positive, right? So -2y minus 2, just rewriting this, y plus 4 times y minus 2 plus y minus 1 over y minus 2. Someone tell me what the LCD here.
It's would it be y minus 2?
One more, Kobe, one more.
Oh, and y plus 4.
Yeah. So
I see.
so the first one have everything, right? So we leave it alone. The second one missing y plus 4. So what we're gonna do is y plus 4 over y plus 4. So basically you multiply by 1, nothing changed, right? And now you have the same common denominator. All you have to do is to add the top. So y plus 4 times y minus 2 in the bottom. The top, -2y minus 2 plus, you void that, you void this. Y times y is y squared. Y times 4 is 4y. -1 times y is -y. And then -1 times 4 is -4. Combine like term, make sure you write it in descending order. I have y squared first with the largest, have a large degree. What do I have? I have -2y, 4y, and -y. So positive y. So plus y. And then I have, what else I have? I have -2, oops. I have -2 and then -4, which is -6. Over y plus 4 y minus 2. Do you think we can factor the top? It's kind of late now and I have another section to cover, so I'll do this for you. The top is +3 minus 2, right? And now I can simplify. Let's see. I can simplify. So my as long as y cannot equal to 2, right? And again, it's just a good habit. Because if y equal to 2, that means there's a 0 in the bottom. So y plus 3 over y plus 4 is your final answer. Good habit. That means I'm not required you to put it on the exam. Okay, I gotta go through 7.3. Does anyone have a question on 7.2? If you don't get anything, watch my lecture and then I'll post my notes on it, so you can always come back on Moodle. Cool. All right, 7.3 is simplify complex rational expression. Complex rational expression means this. Say I have A over B over C over D. So you have a fraction over a fraction. That's called complex fraction, right? It's complicated, but it's not too bad. So now if you have, for example, if you have 3 over 5 divided by 9 over 10, but let me do this one first. Let me go back to the blue one. If I have A over B divided by C over D, I can rewrite it like this, right? I can rewrite like that, right? Just different notation, same thing. And when you divide a fraction, what do? You flip multiply. So times D over C. You flip the second fraction, right? So same thing in the problems here. If I have 3 over 5 divided by 9 over 10, all I have to do is take 3 over 5. That's my first fraction divided by 9 over 10. And now I can flip multiply. Right? 10 over 9. Write this in red. Then you simplify. Again, simplify, you can leave it like this. So say the 3 and the 9. 3 goes into 3 one time, 9 can go to 3 times, right? So, and then 10 and the 5. 10 and the 5, what? 2 down, 2 up here, and then 1 down there. 1. So multiply across. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Or you can just say 3 times 10 is 30 divided by 5 times 9 is 45, and then you simplify from there. But I like it, leave it like that, and then simplify. Okay, so a complex fraction is a rational expression in which the numerator and the denominator contain a rational expression, just like I said, right? The numerator and denominator both are fractions. Okay. So for example, I can give you example. I have A over, I already have that. Let me rewrite this. A over B divided by C over D. That's one of them. Or I can have 1 over X plus 1 over Y divided by 1 over XY. That's another example. So fraction on top of fraction. Okay, so let's simplify this. Let's do a few problems. I have 3A over B minus 5 divided by B squared over B squared minus 25. So first thing first, let me rewrite this. 3A over B minus 5 divided by B squared over B squared minus 25. We did this last time, right? We divide rational expression last time, right? Can someone tell me what, before I do that, 3a over b minus 5 multiply b square minus 25 divided by b square. The second numerator on the second rational expression, I can factor out as what? B squared minus 25 is the same thing as
B plus 5, B minus 5.
that. Thank you, Taylor. B plus 5, B minus 5. Okay. And now you can simplify that and that. Right? You can simplify. So now it's what? So that's all you have to simplify, right? So it's going to be 3a times b plus 5 on the top, and the bottom is just b. Sorry, I don't have a picture of the day or comic of the day today. It's such a long lecture. Next time when I'm in class, I'll show you something fun. Promise. I understand math could be very dry. Okay, all right. The second one, same thing, right? Same thing. You take a over d squared plus 9d plus 18. Can I skip the divide thing and then go ahead and multiply? Is that okay? Flip multiply the second one. So d times d plus 6 over 12. Factor. Again, factor is very important. D squared plus 9d plus 18. Oh, is it factorable? Yeah, 6 and 3, right? So d plus 3 and d plus 6. Talk about this right here. Times d plus 6 over 12. Okay, there's a few simplification here. I can simplify d plus 6, and then a in the 12. What is that? A in the 12. A goes into 4 two times, right? So 4. So 4 here. I'm sorry, 2 there. And then 12 divided by 4 is 3. Okay. So your final answer is 2 times d, my bad, d plus 6 is gone. 2 over 3 times d plus 3. And that's it. You don't have to distribute the 3. You want to, you can, but I'm not requiring you to do it. It doesn't do anything. So far, so good. These are simple ones. The third and the fourth one are a bit more complicated. A little bit more complicated. So we're gonna do them separately. I'll show you two methods. One is you do them separately, like you do the top separately and you do the bottom separately. And then after that, you combine and you have something like number 1 and number 2. And then the second method is called the ultimate LCD. I like this one. I don't know about you, but I like this one. Hopefully I have time to show you this one. On the exam, you can do whatever you want, as long as it makes sense. But I'll show you both. So number 3, I have, on the top, I have 1/2 plus 3/4, and the bottom I have 3/5 plus 7/10. So I'm gonna take care of the top first. 1/2 plus 3/4. What's the LCD?
2.
2, no, you thinking about the GCF. You think about GCF. It's LCD. Something that can divide into 2 and divide, something that can divide 2 and divide 4.
4.
Yeah, 4, right? 4. Yeah. So that means the first one missing 2, right? So 2/2. So let's see what I want. 2 plus 3/4, which is 5/4. And then the second, the one in the bottom, I have 3/5 plus 7/10. So LCD here will be the first one missing the 2, right? You have to be a 10. Something that you can add them together. Well, in order to add fraction, you have a common denominator. So the first one missing 2, so 2/2. So the LCD is 10. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. And then the bottom is 10. Okay, so now you have move this down a little bit. I need some space on the top. Now you have 5/4 divided by 13/10. And now we have the same thing that we like have on number 1 and number 2, right? Now you have to, all you do is just flip multiply, so equal 5/4 times 10/13. And 4 is, let's see, give me 5 here and then 2 here. And that's it. They all prime. 5, 5, 2, 13, they all prime. So you go ahead and multiply them across. 5 times 5 is 25. And then 2 times 13 is 26. And as you can see, you cannot simplify 25 and 26.
Why did you multiply each fraction by 2 in both of them?
Oh, which one? Oh, because I need to add them together. I need to add 1/2 plus 3/4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in order to add them together, I have to have what, the common denominator, right?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And on the exam, a lot of students, they do this. They forgot. Don't write this down. They multiply the bottom by 2 only. They forgot to multiply the top. That means you change your fraction. You don't want to change it. If you multiply the bottom by something, you multiply the top by that same number, so you don't change your expression. Okay. 2/2 is 1. Same thing with number 4. I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna break into 2 parts. The first part is the top, which is 2/v plus 2/w. Someone tell me what the LCD here? You should know by now, and this is a simple one. Come on, time is running out. What the LCD of 2/v divided by 2/w? Are they prime? RV and W is different things. If they're different things, all you have to do is what? Multiply them together, right? Remember, don't write this down. Remember 2/3 plus 1/3, 1/2. 3 and 2 are different things, and so LCD 3 times 2 is 6. Okay? So if they're different things, they have nothing in common. VW is V times W will be your LCD. Okay? So LCD is VW. So that means on the left one, the first fraction missing what? Missing W. So W/W is V/V. Or even if you don't want to think about LCD, just say, okay, how do I add the 2 together? If you want to add those 2 together, you have to have the same denominator, right? Well, the first one missing W, so you want to multiply by W/W. The second one missing V, so you want to multiply by V/V. Right? So if you want to think about LCD, you can think of it like that. So I have 2 times W, which is 2W plus 2 times V over VW. You can factor that out if you want. You can factor the 2 out. Maybe I will. I'll do it later though. And here this one is 1 over v squared minus 1 over w squared. Again, if you don't want to think about LCD, I want to subtract them together. I want to combine them together. So what do I have multiply the first one for? First one to. What do I have to multiply the first fraction to? W square, yeah, over W square, right? If you're missing something, you multiply by that, right? And then the second one, Kobe, what do you think I should multiply the second one?
I'm not gonna lie, I just caught up from the last problem.
Oh, okay, that's okay. That's why sometimes I waited for you to copy things down. I want to add, I want to subtract or adding the 2 together, so they have to have the same denominator.
Oh, wouldn't you?
So the second fraction missing.
It's missing 6. What is that? I can't tell what that is. Is that
V squared.
Yeah, v squared.
V squared. Whatever is missing, you multiply by that. Right? Equal. Okay, so I have 1 time W squared is W squared, and then 1 time V squared is just V squared over V squared W squared. I'm gonna factor the top. So it's gonna be, oh, I hate it when it's gonna be W minus V times W plus V, and rewrite the bottom. So V squared W squared. Let me rewrite this one. I write too large. I have 2W plus 2V over VW. So this is equal to 2, factor out the 2, I have W plus V over W, VW. Okay, very good. So I got the 2 here. All I have to do is put it back. So equal 2 times W plus V divided by VW time, flip multiply the second one. Flip multiply, so it'll be V squared W squared on the top. And then W minus V, W plus V. Simplify that one with that one. Maybe I'm gonna use it in red. What else can I simplify? I can simplify one of the V and the one of the W, right? One of these. So I have, so that means leave me VW here, and this is just 1. So I have 2 VW on the top, and the bottom is just W minus V. That'll be your final answer. Give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes so I can explain number 1 for you. Number 2, I want to do yourself. Is that okay? I'll write out the answer though and everything, but I don't want to hold you too long. So let me explain number 1 for you. Number 2, after we adjourn, I'm gonna write out the solution, and I want you to do again. I want you to do on your own at home, okay? Because you're gonna have something like this on the exam. Number 1. So now you can do the traditional method like this, or you can do the ultimate LCD. Ultimate LCD means I want you to look at all the LCD of all 4 of these, the 4, the 9, the 6, and the 12. Can you tell me what the LCD of all of those? LCD of 4, 9, 6, and 12. I want you to find a number that can divide into 4, divide into 9, divide into 6, divide into 12 at the same time. I'm thinking 36. Do you agree? Because 24 divided by everybody, 4, 6, 12, but not 9, right? So the next one will be 36. 36 divided by everybody. And it's the smallest number that divided by everybody. So 36. So that means what? I'm gonna multiply the, I'll use black here. I'm gonna multiply the top by 36 over 1 and the bottom by 36 over 1. Basically, I multiply by 1, right? 36 over 1 over 36 over 1 is just 1, right? Nothing changed. And now I'm going to distribute. I'm going to distribute 36 over 1 into 1 over 4, 36 over 1 into 1 over 9. So 1 over 4 times 36 over 1 plus 1 over 9 times 36 over 1. And I'm doing the same thing at the bottom. One over 6 times 36 over 1 plus 1 over 12 times 36 over 1. Now you can simplify. 36, 1 over 4 times 36 over 1 is what? 36 divided by 4 is 9. 36 divided by 9 is 4. So that's 13, right? 9 plus 4, 13. And then the bottom, 36 divided by 6 is 6. 36 divided by 12 is 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. Then you're done. Right? A lot of people, they even skip this step. I'm just write it out for you so you can see when you go back and look at my notes, you can see it. But a lot of students, when they're good at it, they just kind of skip this step and they do things, they distribute in their head and they simplify. If you're not good, you can write out like I do, but that's up to you. For me, it's faster this way. And I think I like less likely to make mistake. The hardest part is finding the LCD. Right.
So can you only do this when you don't have like a random coefficient like an X or a Y in there?
Oh, you can do one of these methods. You can do anytime.
Okay, so basically you find the least common denominator and multiply everything by that over 1. And
Yeah, that over 1. That always that over 1.
Okay, and that gives you the answer. Like, is it most of the time or is it?
Yeah, it's the same answer. It's the same answer. It's just faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll remember that one.
Yeah. This one is for me is easier. I don't know about you. For the first method, it's easier for you to make mistake. It's slower. Maybe it's better for you in terms of understanding things, but you know, it's a lot of steps. You make mistake easily, right? For the second one, it's faster. It's shorter. The hardest thing is finding the LCD. That's all. Once you have that, easy. Now, I want you to do the second one at home because I'm gonna run out of time and I don't want to hold you up. But I'm gonna give you a solution and I'll post it on Moodle, okay? But please do it because you're gonna have something like this on the exam, I promise. All right, have a good one. If nothing else, I'll see you next week in person. I'll be there in person.
Thanks.
Bye, Mike. Thank you. Yeah.
I have a quick question. So are you posting like the work with the solution later too?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as soon as I'm done. It takes a little time to upload. Yeah, but I'm thinking after you guys leave, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, just do this one so I can post on YouTube so you can watch it later.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye, Corey.
I had a quick question.
Bye, Kobe.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Back to number 4, like the one that said one more or whatever.
Yeah.
Did we find an LCD for that? Because I thought we have to always find like the LCD when we're doing the problem.
So for the number 4, I find LCD separately. I find the LCD for the top and the LCD for the bottom.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, Kobe. Yeah. Do you have a question? I think you.
Yeah, I have a really quick question. And you don't have to tell me if I just wanted to make sure I'm on the right track. So the least common denominator for this last problem, that would be it would be RT, right?
More than that, more than that.
More than that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you want the LCD of R, T, R squared and T squared.
RT
Mhm.
R squared and T squared.
So it'll be what?
Um,
Something bigger, something big. When you think LCD, I know it's the least, it's kind of confusing, but you some big number that divide everybody.
Wait, okay, so wouldn't that be, would that be R squared then? Since
Yeah, R squared.
and T squared.
Yeah, T squared, because it divide everybody, right? Because R squared
Right.
divided by R. Yeah, divide everybody.
Okay, okay. And then I would just multiply that by
Over 1. Yeah.
okay, over 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Yeah. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna continue with this one so that you can watch it at home. So I can say LCD is R squared T squared. So all you have to do is multiply top and bottom by R squared T squared over 1. R squared T squared over 1. And then you distribute, right? Make sure you put the parenthesis there. Make it neater. Now you distribute. I'm gonna write out the this step right here, kind of like I did in the first one. You don't have to, but I think it's good because you're less likely to make mistake. So I have 2 over R times R squared T squared over 1 plus 2 over T times R squared T squared over 1. All of that. So I should be down here. All of that 1 over R squared times R squared T squared over 1 plus oh, that's minus 1 over T squared times R squared T squared over 1. And now you simplify. All right, for the first one, this one right here, the R squared on the top and the R on the bottom. So I have 1 R on the top, right? So I have 2 RT squared, right? Plus 2 R squared T, right? Because T squared divided by T is T over, remember, the reason we do this because we don't have no more complex fraction. Right now, it's just one thing here. There's no denominator. So R squared, this one right here. So R squared T squared divided by R squared, so it's just T squared minus R squared. Let's simplify. This one you need to simplify. Now the bottom you can write it at T minus R times T plus R, right? The top, what can I factor? I can factor out the GCF, which is 2, and then R, and then T. So what's left? What's left? For the first term, what's left is T, right? Because you need T squared. And then the second term, what's left is R. Now you can cancel T plus R, T plus R. And of course, this is just good habit as long as T is not equal to negative R. Otherwise, if T equals to negative R, you do 0 divided by 0, which is bad, right? But again, I'm not going to require you to know this. I'm just had to mention because later on, if some of you or few of you go to the higher level, they may require you to do that. So the final answer will be 2RT over T minus R. So this is the second method. Now, if you don't believe me, allow me to redo number 4 using the second method. Right, so let me do it down here. I wish I didn't write so large. I always do that. So here. All right, okay. So number 4, redo number 4. I'll use purple. I got 2 over V plus 2 over W. Oh, W. All of that over, or 1 over V square minus 1 over W square. Okay, so LCD here will be LCD is LCD of everybody. V, W, V square, W square will be the largest. Well, I don't want to say will be what? Will be V square, W square, right? So that means you're gonna multiply the top one by V square, W square over 1 over V square, W square over 1. Oops. And now you distribute. So equal to 2 over the V times, let me rewrite this so I don't have to change the color all the time. 2 over W, 1 over V square minus 1 over W square. Okay, so for the first one, V, so time V square W square over 1, right? V square W square over 1. V square W square over 1. V square W square over 1. Now you simplify. For this one, 2, and then the V in the bottom is simplified with a V square on the top. So I have 1 V left on the top, 2VW square plus 2V square W, oh, W, not W square, my bad, over what? This one right here is V square in the top, V square in the bottom is gone. So it's just W square minus W square is gone. So V square. Okay. All right, let's simplify. For the bottom, you can simplify it as W minus V times W plus V. On the top, you can take 2VW out, right? So what's left? What's left is W plus V. And then you can simplify. So equal to 2VW over W minus V. Of course, when you simplify, good habit, W cannot be equal to negative V. Otherwise, you have 0 over 0. Okay. Again, good habit. So see, the answer is 2VW over V minus W. Same thing here. 2VW over W minus V. Right. So whichever way you like, I like the second one, but I'm not gonna make you do it if you don't like it. Whichever float your boat. Okay. All right, that's all for today. Thank you for letting me go over time. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week.